Hello, everybody. Today, we're going to go over UFOs and alien conspiracies and other sightings. And the first thing we start off with, a thing near and dear to my heart, called Hangar 18. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but let's go. Hangar 18. No, it's not just a awesome Megadeth song, but a conspiracy of aliens at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio. A place where they allegedly hold alien remains and Bigfoot and all sorts of different weird conspiracies throughout the years. Hangar 18 is a given name by the conspiracy community to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Area B, Building 23. It was popularized by conspiracy theorist Robert Spencer Carr in 1974. There are rumors of alien ship crash parts, so like UFO parts, alien bodies, and from even what I've heard, Bigfoot. But who knows? Who really knows? They also said they had an alien body at the morgue at one of the areas there. But I don't know if that's true. Yet, something's going crazy, and it blew up. Like I said, metal band Megadeth did a song back in the day called Hangar 18, where they filmed there. Now, everybody's heard of Area 51. If it's for the UFO crash, the weather controlling, or other weird conspiracies. So let's dive into those weird oddities and conspiracies, shall we? In 1947, there was an alleged UFO crash in Roswell, New Mexico, yet coined Area 51. Many claimed it was an alien ship, which coined many different conspiracies and many pop culture references. The alien conspiracy, UFO conspiracies, boomed since then. It sparked many movies like E.T., Aliens, even a newer movie called Paul. It also came with weird other accounts such as probing and abduction. And that's what's going to lead us into this next story, the real meat and potatoes of this one. The Walton incident, the Walton abduction. Now, is it real? Is it fake? You tell me. So let's get into it. On November 5th, 1975, Travis Walton, a lumberjack, was thinning trees in Turkey Hill when something crazy and allegedly happened. 6 members of Travis's crew said they were driving down a road in the forest where they say a floating bright object near the road. They said it was like it was hovering. So what did Travis do? Travis ran right under it, and the light shined on Travis. When Travis jumped out the truck and ran towards the object, and it shined its light towards it, the others were scared, so they fled. And they didn't come back for another 15 minutes, but when they came back, there was no Travis. There was no object. It all was gone. So, later that night, at 7:45 p.m., they called the authorities. And the authorities drove to Heber to meet the crew. So, the cops went to Turkey Hill and searched there until about midnight. But they found nothing. Not even a struggle. Not Travis. Not anything. So, at about 1:30 a.m., Navajo County Sheriff went and visited Travis's mother and told her about her son's disappearance. But she said something odd, something that confused the cop and kind of shocked him. She said, well, that's the way these things go. Something odd and different from what you'd say when you found out your son has gone missing. But her, Travis, her other son, Dwayne, were also known as students of the UFOs, very into UFO conspiracies and other things. So the cop took her into town because she didn't have a phone, so she could call her other son, Dwayne, and her daughter and tell them about Travis being missing. And the weird thing is, they all seem to take the news very well also. Kind of fishy, ain't it? So, the next day, around 50 people of a search party combed through Turkey Springs. Sorry, I messed that up again earlier. I said Turkey Hill, but it's actually Turkey Springs. And they didn't find anything. Not a sign of an altercation, not a sign of a struggle. So the cops called off the search. His mother said, "I don't think there's any use of looking any further. He's not around here. I don't think he's on Earth." Something weird yet again. So it'd be very puzzling to hear that. But Travis's brother wasn't having it. When he heard they called off the search, him and another logging buddy of Travis's told him they'd do another search. This time, they had a helicopter looking for Travis. But yet again, nothing came up. So it kind of gained steam. A local newspaper published it, and that caught the attention of a Phoenix-based UFO group. So they conducted a 65-minute interview with Travis's brother and the crew chief of the logging company, Mike Rogers. They seemed not to be fearful for Travis, but they were confident he would return. Mike only said things about the contract, how they could get out of it because it was a weird incident, and it was a clause in the contract said they didn't have to cut down the trees because he knew they wouldn't make the quota or time. But Travis's brother was talking about how him, Travis, and his mother would talk about what they would do if they encountered a UFO. They all said they would do what Travis did. They would run under it, and hopefully they could board the UFO because he said it was too great of an opportunity to pass up. He also insisted Travis wasn't missing. He knows where he's at. I know where he's at, he said. So the story traveled and expanded even further through the US, UK, and Canada, and the lumberjack team was all interrogated to see if they murdered Travis, but it was found out they didn't. On November 12th, Travis placed a collect call to his sister's house, but his sister wasn't at home. Her husband answered the phone, so he picked up Dwayne, and the two went to go pick up Travis. So when Travis made the collect call, they had to give his name, and once the operator heard his name, they called the sheriff, and the sheriff sent a deputy over to Travis's family's ranch. So around 2 a.m., the deputy arrived at the ranch, yet he didn't say he knew Travis was home, and Travis's brother Dwayne never said Travis was home. Dwayne wanted to get Travis medical attention, so he reached out to the UFO theorist he met a few days ago, and he referred him to Dr. Lester Stewart, who was a hypnotherapist. But the doctor said he needed medical exams and tests. He said he wasn't ready for hypnosis. He said Travis was very confused, like drug addicts he's dealt with in the before. He also cited a lesion inside Travis's arm near his right elbow. So Dwayne and the UFO researchers put together a house call with two medical doctors, also known as amateur UFO hunters, or whatever you want to call it. Once the doctors got there, they determined that puncture wound was about 1 to 2 days old. So the story spread even more, and people were calling Dwayne's house, where Travis was, to try to get a hold of Travis and get answers and any scoop that they could. So Dwayne finally told the sheriff and the authorities that Travis was back. So they agreed that the sheriff could come over and see Travis, but he couldn't record the interaction, just like he didn't let the doctors or anyone else record the interaction. So the interest group got them a connection, which moved Travis and Dwayne into a suite at the Sheraton Inn in Scottsdale, Arizona. Everything was paid for by the National Enquirer for exclusive rights to access to Travis and Travis's story. On November 14th, the authorities scheduled a polygraph test for Travis, but he skipped it. Yet, later that day, he did hypnosis instead of the polygraph test. But the next day, He did a polygraph test for the Inquirer. A freelancer conducted the polygraph test. The freelancer concluded Travis was trying to hold his breath and deceive everyone. And on November 22nd, Travis appeared on a TV station called Cool, where he recalled his experiences. He said he lost consciousness once the beam of light hit him, but he said he awoke in like a hospital-like room where 3 short, bald creatures were observing him. He said he fought with them until a human in a helmet took him to another room where 3 humans put a plastic mask over his face and he blacked out. He said he didn't remember anything else until he was on alongside of the forest road walking to the payphone and seeing the UFO depart above him. Was Travis really abducted? Did this all really happen? Did anything really happen? I guess the world will never know if he was truly abducted or if it was a sick joke. Yet, the government's come out with UFOs being real in many new videos. So, if there's anything else that pops up, we might just have to go back and cover it again. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I hope y'all are enjoying the videos. I appreciate you all for coming through and all showing love and support. And if you like it, leave a like, comment, tell me what I can do better, maybe even subscribe. You don't have to though. Just y'all being here and watching it is what makes me happy, and being able to put out content for everyone to enjoy is what makes me happy. So I really, really hope y'all enjoy this, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. And as always, chat, stay safe and good night.